Prior to the release of Taylor Swift's Lover album, I and my fellow Swiftie friend Tiffany Taylor ranked albums 1 through 6. But now, almost a year later, we've had plenty of time to spend with the Lover album, and so now it's time to see where it ranks in comparison to all of Taylor's past albums, which is an extremely difficult challenge given that every single album is a masterpiece. Meet Tiffany Taylor. Tiffany has been a Swiftie since 2008. Her favorite song is Speak Now, her favorite music video Blank Space, and her favorite tour is the Fearless Tour. Meet Denise Salcedo. She's been a Swiftie since 2007. Her favorite song is Daylight, favorite music video Blank Space, and her favorite tour is the Reputation Stadium Tour. Hey Swifties, what's up? Welcome back to the channel. It's Denise Salcedo here, and I'm excited because with me today is none other than fellow Swiftie, Tiffany Taylor. Tiffany, how are you?
Hi, Denise. I'm so good. Well, I mean, as good as I can be, in quarantine. How are you?
I'm good. By the way, I love your tie-dye background. It matches with your tie-dye Taylor Swift shirt.
Thank you. Yes, I'm rocking, the Taylor Swift Stella McCartney merch, but this is my bed behind me, in my room where I've been spending a lot of time in quarantine.
I know, but the good thing is that you look cute and I like it. I love the shirt, and I love that you came in sporting your Swiftie stuff because today it's all about Taylor.
Oh, girl, you look so good. Like hair, makeup, outfit. You've got it all going on.
Thanks. So a year ago, or almost a year ago, August 2019, you and I did Swiftie School, where we ranked Taylor Swift's albums 1 through 6. And I know it seems like forever ago, but we now have another album to rank, Lover. We have officially had a lot of time to spend with it. Like, I now know Lover like the back of my hand. I know it as well as her other albums. So I felt like we had to have a good amount of time to actually spend with it so that we can rank it accordingly, because it would not have been fair to rank it, a week after it came out.
I agree with that.
So I'm excited today because I have some major changes. I know we both have worked out our list. So basically what we're going to do today is, before we actually rank Lover, we're going to go ahead and mention our previous rankings for those of you who did not see the video. Tiffany, do you remember your original rankings?
Can I guess?
Yeah, go for it. Guess for fun.
Okay,
I love that.
I remember, it's easiest, I think, to go from first to last. So I think I ranked them 1989, Speak Now, Fearless, Reputation, Red, Taylor Swift.
Oh my God, you have such a good memory.
I mean, it's just my real rankings of how I think about them. I just had to remember what I liked the best.
You're like, no. So yeah, that was definitely your ranking. And I remember that we were so different because your number 1 was 1989. Mine was Speak Now. And then number 2 was Red. 3 was Reputation. 4 was Fearless, 5 was 1989, and 6 was Taylor Swift. Yeah, so it was kind of crazy, but I like that because I just feel like I represent like certain tastes and you represent certain tastes, and I feel like more people can relate to us if we have like different opinions. So that's why I'm really curious about how we're gonna rank Lover today.
Oh, I know it's gonna be different. I already know.
Oh, you feel it?
Oh, I feel it. Yeah, we're gonna. I know you. I think, and. I just think we're gonna rank it different.
Oh my God, I'm scared now. Okay, so before we actually start ranking though, for those who did not watch our original video, which by the way, I will be linking the original video in the description box for those of you who want to watch that, because we sort of gave more in-depth reasoning as to why we rank certain albums, where we rank them. But for those who did not watch that one or want a little bit of a reminder, Tiffany, why did you rank 1989 as number 1?
It was a tough choice between 1989 and Speak Now. For a long time, I always said that Speak Now was my number 1 choice. But when I really sat down and thought about it, I was like, what album can I listen to all the way through, no skips? And for me, that's 1989. I love it. There's so many amazing songs. I can listen to it the whole way through and not skip a song. And to me, it's like the entire album itself. I had to pick 1989.
So that's why you chose 1989, and I think that was a good reason. So in the original video, I chose Speak Now as my number 1, and like you, my favorite song also on Speak Now was Enchanted. So like it was my favorite album, not just for Enchanted, but because I love so many songs like Sparks Fly and just the whole entire album. I love the storytelling. I love the clever one-liners that you hear Taylor sing, like in the Speak Now song, Better Than Revenge. I just thought she had so much good stuff in there. So Speak Now was ranked at number 1, and so because of that, that's why I ranked it. And I'm gonna say there are some changes, but we'll get to that. Here's the big question, everyone. Where does Tiffany rank Taylor Swift's 7th studio album, Lover?
Oh man. All right. So I'm gonna get some haters.
I need to write this down too, by the way. I'm excited.
I'm gonna get some people who disagree because, you know, Denise really stands for the red stands of the world, you know, like the Swiftie purists. And I'm not always on that page. I sometimes like go off.
You said Swiftie purist. I was like, I had no idea. That's exactly what I am, a Swiftie purist.
And many Swifties are. But so I think I'm gonna keep my ranking system mostly the same, and I'm gonna slot Lover in. So I had the Taylor Swift album at number 7.
Okay.
Red at number 6. Very controversial choice. I know. And so I think, because I gotta be real, I really liked Reputation. I did. And the Reputation Stadium tour really solidified my love of Reputation. That tour was just so amazing. It was so iconic. And I feel like it's hard for me to even like separate the album from the tour at this point. So I'm going to put Lover in at number 5.
What? Oh my God, I got chills on my legs. I felt literal chills when you said that. I thought you were going to rank Reputation and then Lover. I didn't see it coming.
No, And then so my top 4 I think still stands. Yeah, the top 4, right? Yeah. So
you have number 7 Taylor Swift, number 6 Red, number 5 Lover, 4 Rep. Is that correct?
Yeah, and then 3 Fearless. 3 Fearless. It's hard for me to. I think I have to leave Fearless there because it just has such sentimental value to me, and so many of those songs are so good, and mean so much to me, you know, and like really represent times in my life. And then Speak Now, same with that album, love that album, and 1989 has to stay number 1. So
oh my God,
I do like Lover, but for me, Lover comes in at number 5, and everyone's mad at me.
Hey, look, there are so many people that are so different. Like, I feel like everyone's favorite album says something different about everybody. So like, I just feel like 1989 just says that you're like a fun person, and that's just who you are. And here's the thing that I mentioned at the top of this video is that Taylor Swift's albums are all great. I cannot fault anybody for saying, oh, this is my number 7 and this is my number 1, because they're so good. And I just feel like that's a testament to Taylor.
Yeah, and I mean, I love so many songs on Lover. I Forgot That You Existed, Miss Americana and the Heartbreak Prince, Cruel Summer. But I think, and it's also, you know, her longest album too. So
many gems.
Yeah, so many gems. But I think for me, listening to the whole album, I don't enjoy as much as I do others. Obviously, I love it. Hello. But the other ones rank higher for me.
No, and I think that, and it's funny because like that's one of the gems that I think Lover has, is that compared to all the other albums, I feel that it has more an array of different styles and sort of like different genres in that song, in that album, because I feel like we get like jazzy vibes, we get like really hyper pop vibes, and then we get like, you know, Soon You'll Get Better, which is more like an acoustic, and she messes with sounds with Cornelia Street, and I mean, you can go on and on. But I mean, okay, so there you go. So that's where you rank Lover. So Tiffany's ranking of Lover is at number 5. All right. So, okay. So now my turn. I mentioned earlier that there are going to be some changes here. And some big changes because I did a lot of self-evaluation after we did our first ranking video. So I'm just going to go ahead and start working my way from 7 to 1. So my number 7 stays the same. It is still Taylor Swift's album, number 1. Number 6 is still 1989. I thought about it. I really, really thought this through, okay? And then number 5 for me is going to be Fearless. And like you said, I think Fearless is that album that the songs just bring back so many memories to me of like my early Taylor Swift fandom days. So I got to keep it strong there. Number 4 is going to be Red. I know. So number 4 is going to be Red. I know. Number 4 for me originally was number 2, and now it went back 2 spots. Okay. And number 3 is The Shock. Number 3 is Speak Now.
What?
I know. I know.
Oh my gosh. I know what she's gonna do. Oh wow. Okay. Keep going.
Okay. So that was
number 3.
Yeah, it went to number 3. I know. It's shocking, really. Even I was shocked. So here's the big reveal. Number 2 is Lover.
Oh, okay.
And number 1 is Reputation.
Wow.
Yes.
Wow.
Yes. So I was in denial, Tiffany. I was in denial, okay? I was claiming. What were you going to say?
You love Reputation. I know that. I feel like you love it more than most people. I mean, hello, it's your number 1.
Number 1, and I didn't realize it until I felt myself get so defensive whenever someone would say that Reputation was not a good album. And I was like, what is wrong with you? And I never felt that way with any other album. And I was like, why am I like this? And every single day, get in the car, bam, pop in Reputation. And every single song that I felt that I just had to like re-listen to over and over and like really gravitated towards me was from Reputation. And my favorite era, Reputation. So everything just kept saying, Denise, your favorite album is Reputation. Open your eyes and like look at that and realize it. So I finally did. And then when it came to ranking Lover, I honestly thought that Lover was going to be at the top of my list in terms of like the bottom portion for a while. And then as time kept going by, I just realized that I love the fact that she, like I mentioned earlier, she included so many different types of songs. And there are songs that, to me are so high quality in terms of how I see them compared to a lot of Taylor Swift songs. So like you have these really amazing Taylor Swift songs, right, from her previous albums. While with Lover, there are some for me that are so good that I have associated them with those classic, really good Taylor Swift songs. I love, okay, so I wrote them down. Okay, the songs I just like obviously love are Lover, Cruel Summer. But the ones that I think really just hit it off for me were Cornelia Street, Death by a Thousand Cuts, and Daylight, which is also my new favorite song because originally it was Enchanted and now it's Daylight. So I made some major changes with this album, and I just feel like those Cornelia Street, Daylight, and Death by a Thousand Cuts like really, really impacted me to the point where it just bumped up Lover that much more.
Okay, that's fair. I can't believe Reputation was number 1, though. I didn't see that coming.
Reputation for me is everything. Like, I can't even tell you. It's so funny. So, like, Sandro, my fiance, he's always like, oh, Lover's so much. He said Lover's so much better than Reputation. Oh, I lost it. I was like, you cannot give your Swiftie opinion. I was like, no, that's not going to work around here. I was like, not going to go down.
You don't know enough. You don't know.
Yes. I was like, you don't know enough. You are not a diehard. So I'm like, I'm not going to value your opinion. And he was like, wow. He's like, okay. But it's just like little things like that where I just really, really love Reputation. So anyway, so I can't believe it. So your ranking of Lover came in at number 5 and mine came in at number 2. So guys,
huh? That's not crazy different. You know what I mean? I feel like it could have been
it's
one.
Totally opposite. It's totally opposite, Tiffany. You have it second to last. I have it second to best.
I have it third to last. Not second.
Oh yeah, that's right. Sorry, I'm still thinking in terms of 6. Clearly my math is wrong. 5. Yes, exactly. So, but I love that though, because again, we're representing different types of Swifties and different types of fans. Not everyone is, the same fan of every little thing.
That's true. Well, and it's so funny though, when you talk about the Reputation era, I feel like in general it gets hate sometimes, or especially to her like, this is pre-Reputation era, but her Met Gala look and that, like, short blonde hair,
Yes.
bleached hair. This is my moment to defend it. People are always, saying Bleachella, her worst look. No, it was one of her best looks. She looked amazing. It was funky. It was cool. I guess I love edgy Taylor Swift also. I feel like, as you do, if you love Reputation, right?
Right.
But I mean, edgy Taylor Swift was one of her best moments, I feel. So I love Reputation too. And that whole edgy, dark era, I was into it.
I know. I think for me, what it is too is that like that was her like darkest period, but I think it was like her most romantic album in a sense.
Oh,
and I know that's saying a lot.
Theory.
Yeah, I know that's saying a lot, but I just felt like it was really strong in terms of like you have songs like Call It What You Want on there, Delicate, that are so very like tender, and they're
Correct.
they're instead of like this fantasy type of romance, it's more of like a concrete romance that she's talking about here. And that's why I think that even though it's like this dark, edgy album, like it's also like her most honest self.
That's a great, no, I love that. You're right. And even too, yeah, because Lover is very like, I get, there's some obviously songs about fighting and kind of like relationship struggles, but it's not, the overarching theme of Lover feels very like light and airy and flowery and rainbows and sunshine. Whereas, yeah, Reputation is more like real, and it is about finding love in the midst of, the darkness.
Right. And like I pulled up the Lover soundtrack. I pulled up the album track list for Lover here, and I'm looking at all of the songs and like really the vast array of songs. So I'm just gonna like pull out some songs and let's just kind of like talk about them, since this is a Lover album ranking song. So might as well, let's just go ahead and talk about some of the songs. So I think one of the songs that we have to talk about is the Lover song itself, because it's been one of her most romantic songs ever. What do you think about Lover?
Well, I think my favorite thing about Lover is how much my favorite thing about the song Lover is how much everyone loves it. Because even people in my life who aren't huge Swifties, they're like, wow, that Lover song is really good. And so anytime I can get someone else on board on the Swiftie train, I'm like, yes, come here, like be with us.
We're going to recruit you.
Yes. So, I mean, and I think that says a lot too, when a song can kind of turn the haters, you know what I mean? It's really, really good. And also the fact that she wrote it all by herself with no other co-writers speaks to her talent. So an amazing song.
Yeah, and I agree with you on that one, because I've got the same thing. I mean, I was hearing from people that don't listen to Taylor at all, and they're like, oh my God, I heard the song Lover, it's so good. And I'm like, well, welcome to the Taylor Swift fandom, because there is more of where that came from, okay? So I really like that aspect of it. And I think it was also like one of my strongest reactions when I heard this song. One of your strongest reactions was obviously Soon You'll Get Better, which is like one of the songs that's like really hard to listen to, but I know that song really impacted you as well.
I know that it did. That's such a sad, heartbreaking song. And I mean, the fact that she then, performed it recently for us in that, performed it at home, and then it was part of that televised special, meant so much, because we all know how much it means to her. And I think for so many of us, whether it's your mom or any family member or a friend or someone in your life who is that person you always lean on, the thought of not having them anymore is so heartbreaking, and it's like to really put yourself in her shoes and listen to it. Look, I'm getting emotional, like talking about it now.
You're like, I'm having flashbacks.
Right? I know. It's just like that idea of like somebody has to get better because you don't know how you'll go on without them. Oh, God, that
right. It's
really
too much. And talking about like losing someone and maybe like not being able to go back on some of the things. A good song for that perspective is Cornelia Street. So when she did the City of Lover concert, I thought that the performance of Cornelia Street was the greatest thing I had seen in a very, very, very long time. So what are your thoughts on that? And what are your thoughts on Cornelia Street?
Oh yes, the City of Lover concert, hearing those songs live that we haven't heard yet was amazing. From Cornelia Street to The Archer. Previously, I hadn't been super attracted to The Archer. I mean, I liked it, but I wasn't like, oh, that's my favorite song. And hearing her play that live, I was like, my mind was just blown. I was like, oh my gosh, this is amazing. I need Loverfest. When can we have Loverfest? But Loverfest, come back to us.
I know. One of the songs that I mentioned that I loved off the Lover album was Death by a Thousand Cuts. I think that is possibly her greatest breakup song ever. I cannot put over this song enough. Like it's just like hands down when I think of this song, I'm like, this song has become part of my DNA. Let's just leave it at that.
I mean, I think it's really cool when Taylor can, usually we think of her as drawing inspiration from her own life, but clearly with Death by a Thousand Cuts, we saw that whether it's a movie or, anything she sees, it's like here she just watched this Netflix movie and wrote this whole amazing song about it. And so I don't know, it's cool to see her on Lover draw inspiration from different places, not just from her own life, but from pop culture and, just different things.
Awesome. Where does Daylight rank for you? Because I mentioned it was my favorite song. How do you feel about it?
I really like Daylight.
What's your favorite song off the Lover album?
It's hard to pick one favorite song off Lover, but I feel like my top are, like if I'm going to, go to the album and I have to listen to certain songs, it's going to be I Forgot That You Existed, Cruel Summer. I think those are my two favorites.
Like the really like songs. Dancey ones. Yeah, like the upbeat songs.
I love a song that makes me feel good, but in that top three is also Miss Americana and the Heartbreak Prince. Remember when we first heard that together?
Yes.
We were losing our minds.
Yes, like that one, like the second it played, I was like, this is it. Everybody cancel everything. This is the song.
Oh yeah, Miss Americana and the Heartbreak Prince on speakers, like driving in your car, surround sound. It's amazing. It gets me every time. But I think, and Cornelia Street, I really love too. So I feel like those are my top four. Daylight maybe comes in at number 5 as far as my favorite songs on Lover. So I do like Daylight, but it's not one of my top 3.
Right. I think one of the songs too that I hate when it gets trashed or anything like that, because I know in the beginning it kind of was, but I feel happy and like dancing and over the moon when I listen to London Boy.
Oh, okay.
I love London Boy. Like that one for me, like it feels so good. I love the way she sings like so fast and in a rhyme. Like I love this song.
I like London Boy. It's cute. I don't know if it's one of my favorites, but I can appreciate it. And it's different really than anything she's ever given us before. And it's only someone who writes a song about a city, like Welcome to New York. I've never been to London, but if I ever get to go, hopefully someday, I feel like it's going to be one of those things where all like all my Instagram captions will have lyrics from London Boy.
From London Boy. Exactly. I know. I feel like I've been to London. I was like, I feel like I need to redo it because I didn't do it right based on this song.
You need to hit all the locations.
Exactly. So yeah, a lot of really good songs on Lover. So obviously people can watch our Lover reaction from when we first heard the entire album, since we had like our little party. People can go back and watch our track 5 ranking plus our album ranking. But overall, I just think it's really cool that we were able to do this because like I said, ranking your favorite album says so much about Taylor's body of work that it's so hard to rank the albums. Plus it also says so much about like our personalities and whatnot.
Oh my gosh, you know what song we totally missed and didn't talk about that's amazing on Lover?
Which one?
The Man.
The Man. I was gonna ask you about that too, because the music video, the symbolic meaning of it all. Yeah. I mean, I love
The Man. I think that's one of my, that's like, I don't even know. Maybe that's actually in my top 5 too. I think The Man's definitely my top 5. I love The Man. That's an amazing song.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's one of my favorite songs.
I feel like it's the song that you gotta listen to if you got like a job interview or something. You're like, I need to go in there and I need to claim my spot, etc. And it's funny because The Man wasn't instantly one of my favorites, but as like time went on, I found myself like going back and like listening to that song on repeat.
I think it was one of my immediate favorites. Like right out of the gate, my top 3 were I Forgot That You Existed, Cruel Summer, and The Man, and I would listen to those 3 on repeat like over and over.
That's so funny. I love that. I love like how our repeat songs, like they change though. Like for me, they change. Like every like couple of weeks I'll be like, oh my god, like this is my song. And it happens to me with every album, like, oh, this is my song. Oh no, this is my song, All right, so there you go. That is our rankings. Guys, let us know what you thought of our rankings. What are your rankings? But before we go, do not forget to follow Tiffany on social media. Tiffany, where can they follow you?
On Twitter and Instagram at _Tiffany Taylor.
Awesome. You guys can check me out on Twitter and Instagram at _Denise Salcedo. BTW, we post a lot of Swiftie content on this channel. So if you guys haven't subscribed yet, which I'm sure you guys have already, make sure to subscribe. Plus, we do have the really fun video that Can We Guess a Taylor Swift Song with myself and Tiffany. And like that has been like an A++ video and everyone's favorite video. So like make sure to check that out. I will also link that in the description box below. Other than that, give this video a like, subscribe to the channel, and we'll see you guys later. Bye, everyone. Bye.